Hi, everyone, and welcome to your animal spirit energy reading. We are actually going to do the topic today of what in your life are you not seeing, or what around you are you not seeing. So let's hope this brings some clarity to you. We have 3 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 has this cute little piggy, which is an agate crystal. Okay, I hope you can see that. Very cute. All right. Pile 2 is an owl, Lemurian seed crystal. Okay. And pile 3 is this cute little elephant, Sera crystal. Okay. So I hope that you're able to see those clearly. So let's get started. Whatever animal spirit, animal crystal here calls to you, whatever card calls to you, that will be your pile. I will see you in your reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1, this card, or this cute little agate crystal. It's a little pig. And I have it because I was born the year of the pig in the Chinese zodiac. So I just love it. We'll set him right over here. Okay, and let's get started with your reading. I'm going to pull live tarot at the end and another oracle card. But as always, I have an overall energy and then we'll go through the oracles. Okay, so overall energy, Venus. Okay, I like this. Venus, and I also pulled a chakra card because I thought maybe it's something that you're not seeing when it comes to a certain chakra in your body as well. So this is the third eye chakra, and the crystal is labradorite if you want to work with that crystal. And it is dreams. Okay, now let's get out the rest. We have parrot, raven, condor, lizard, scorpion, and bison. Wow, so we go straight from air to earth. I like that. Okay, so let's figure out what is it that you're not seeing, pile 1, whether it's in your life or in a situation, or around you. You'll know what it is for you. So we have Venus here, and we have give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. I really feel like there's going to be 2 parts to this pile 1. So maybe that's because there's 2 messages that certain people need to hear, but let's go with the first, which is find value and see beauty. I'm going straight over to the condor card because it says you are too enmeshed in this situation. So step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking any action. And we are talking about what is it that you're not seeing. And that makes perfect sense because if you are so enmeshed into this situation, okay, we're going to say the situation that you're in right now, you aren't seeing clearly. You're not seeing the big picture, and they want you to take a step back so that you can. So that's what it is that you're not seeing. You're not seeing the big picture of the situation. But let's go a little further. What's jumping out to me on this card is there is power in your wisdom and words. And connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. And parrot, we know parrots like to mimic and parrots like to talk. Listen intently to understand. Okay, so whatever this situation is, pile 1 for you, you need to find the value in this situation, okay? And maybe it could even be giving and receiving love, because I feel like it's a situation with a person. And what's happening in this situation or with people is I feel like everybody's talking and nobody's listening, right? Because it says listen intently to understand. So what are you not seeing in this situation? We already said you're not seeing the bigger picture possibly, but you're also not listening. And it may not just be you. It could be everyone in the situation, because there's more than one parrot here. There's more than one raven, okay? So I really feel as though whatever it is that's happening right now, it's a lot of people talking. And because everyone's talking at once and everyone's just mimicking the other and not seeing things clearly or coming up with any clear solutions, it's really taking a toll on you. And I feel as though you want your voice to be heard. But with all this chatter, I just keep, parrots, with all this chatter, it's hard for you to get your point across. But I really feel like I'm seeing a group of people. That's what I'm seeing here very clearly. And it's like you're sitting there and you're frustrated and you want to get your point out, and you want it to count, right? You just don't want to be another parrot mimicking somebody else. You know how when people get off on a tangent and then everyone's all saying the same thing? I always feel like it is. I was watching a video last night on YouTube, and it's how everybody jumps on the bandwagon. Well, that's what I feel like this is, but you know that there's more to it. Okay, this is starting to come out now. There's more to it, that it needs to be seen in a different way. Okay. And that's why this jumped out to me. There is power in your wisdom and words. And it says, connect with the elemental spirits and glide through this void. And I want to say they want you. Remember I said it's like air? That's a whole lot of talking. And then this was all ground. Okay, that's what I feel it is. Okay? And they want you to be able to ground down and be the solid, stable one in this situation. And I don't think you were seeing yourself taking on that role or being in that role. I think you thought about it like, oh, if they would only listen to me, but you didn't see yourself in that role or taking on that role. So I think that's what it is that you're not seeing. You're going to have to step up. And oh my heavens, I just also realized here it says, use your gifts for good. So if you have a way with words, if you are the person that is very wise, okay, and it's going to be I feel like it's a quiet, grounded wisdom that you have. And that's why all the chatter overtakes it, or I can't think of the word. It's like it's talking over it, okay? So I think that's what you're not seeing. So what I think they want you to do, here, your animal spirits, they're saying you need to, and these are all birds and air again. So many, the cards are just speaking in so many different ways. You need to rise above, see it from the big picture, and wisely speak to them about it, okay? Because there needs to be a resolution to this situation, okay? You need to find the value in whatever it is that's going on, and you're going to be the person to do it. Now, the second part I was saying is just a little one off to the side. And I feel it kind of comes down here with these cards. And it is dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. And then we have dream the world into being. And we have the scorpion and the bison. Okay? And so I almost want to say it's like bringing your dreams into reality here in the 3D or here on Earth, or here into reality. Okay? So for some of you out there, what you're not seeing is that your dreams are valid, they are important, and you need to bring them to grounded reality. And the other thing I want to say about that, because the thing that's coming in with the bison is, and I don't know how this ties in yet, but what I'm seeing is, how the indigenous people hundreds of years ago used to, and possibly thousands of years ago, used to move, like they moved, they were nomadic. So they moved to where the buffalo were going to be. So if the buffalo were in a certain place, or bison, in the spring, that's where they would be. Wherever they were in the fall, that's where they would be, because it was their food source and a source of trading and I don't even know what else, but that's what's coming in. So this has something to do with your dreams, and it's tying in, and we have the lizard. Oh, okay. So don't be afraid of your dreams. Don't be afraid. Like, I'm thinking of the little chameleon here, like with all the colors, you know how they can change the color to adapt to their environment. Well, it's like the indigenous people that adapt it to whatever environment it was, because it was for their survival. And I feel like for your survival, not literally, but metaphorically speaking, you need to be able to bring your dreams to reality. It's something that's very important for you, I believe, in a spiritual way, but also just in your everyday life. If you're a creative, you need to bring those dreams to reality. And I think that's what you're not seeing. You're just like, oh, those are my dreams. You know, everyone has dreams, and you're not acting on them. And I think that's what it is that you're not seeing here. And with the scorpion, I'm a Scorpio, so what I think of is not the stinger part of Scorpio, even though we see that here, but it's the fire, right? It's the fire that makes that stinger go sometimes. But it's passion. Scorpios are passionate about everything. They can get a little heated at times, but they're also, everything's just kind of sitting right below the surface. And I think the message here from, we'll say, the Scorpion spirit is, in this case, don't let your dreams sit just below the surface. We need them to come out. We need to bring them into reality. Don't be afraid to see yourself or your dreams in different ways. Okay, like I said, like a lizard, like the chameleon that can change its colors, or to be afraid to adapt. It's important for your mental and emotional and spiritual health. Okay, that was the message. Now let's pull some tarot here and see. And both of these messages could resonate with you. Maybe one resonates for one group of you. This last one resonates for the other. Or like I said, it could be everything. Maybe this whole I'm going to say conflict situation that's going on up here is because of your dreams and wanting to bring them to reality for some of you. Okay, I just got a yes from Spirit, so maybe that's the message then. You know, sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to get it out. I always hope you hang in there for it, because it always does come in the end. All right, let's go. Okay, what do we have here for pile one? What do they need to see? Or how can it even help them, right? The Ace of Pentacles. It's new beginnings, new ideas, grounded ideas. And we were talking about up here, you need to be the grounded, stable, steady force to get this new way of thinking, new way of seeing out to people. Okay, I love that. Let's get one more. That is the Four of Wands. Success. It's celebration. So that is what I feel. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to pull from the Panda Tarot here too, because I just love them. And how can you do an animal spirit reading without the way of the panda, right? Yeah, I'm liking that. It's grounding the dreams down, the idea down, whatever it is that's happening up here or down here. It's grounded new ideas and beginnings. right? Yeah. I think it's also finding value, pentacles, right? I had said that. I just looked over and saw, and find value was like jumping off the card. Yes, find value in the dreams that you have or what it is you need to say, but know it will be successful with that Four of Wands, okay? Let's get a card here from the Way of the Panda. Ten of Swords. Yes. It's an ending, okay? It's an ending. It's time to put this situation to rest, and it's time to stop ignoring your dreams. They have value, and in some cases may even be beautiful, okay? So don't be timid to use your voice and speak out, or to bring your dreams into reality. Now let's get one last oracle card here. I love this message for what you're not seeing in the situation. That you're the person that needs to take control of it, and your animal spirits, God, source, universe are here to support you, and to see that your dreams have value and are worthy of being brought into the 3D, into the world here. Whoa, okay. Let's flip through here and see what other message we have, what other animal spirit wants to speak out. And the thing with the animal spirit cards, oh, the jaguar, okay, that I love is any of the animals that are featured here, okay, on these cards. For this particular situation in this particular time, these may be the animals that you'll call upon for help. The parrot, the raven, condor, the bison, buffalo, the scorpion, the lizard, okay? The panda, all right? Your little pig here, your crystal agate pig, those would be the animals, and now the jaguar maybe that you want to call upon. Now, symbolism of the jaguar, and these are just beautiful cards. I don't know if it shows up so well, but it's the art on them is just beautiful. Okay, so the jaguar is wholeness, divinity, rebirth. And remember I said you need your dreams to come to, you need to bring them into reality, because it's, I don't think I said the word wholeness, but that's a perfect word. You need to be balanced mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You need to feel a wholeness, and you will only feel that. It's like there's a hole, and if you don't get these dreams out, there's a hole in your spirit or in your heart, whatever it may be. It just needs to get out to make you a better person overall. All right, and then the other thing here, it says the painting also shows a white human face appearing below the black jaguar, which suggests a polarity. Okay, we're coming up here again. All right, a tension of opposites within the framed whole. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's talking about similar polarity or a duality. And I think it's really applying to whatever the situation is up here with the group. It's like everybody's talking, everybody's chattering and going or parroting at the other, right? But nobody's seeing the big picture, and you're going to be the one that has to stand up and show them we are more alike than we are different, okay? And while this may seem polarizing, all our views and thoughts on something, we actually can come together. And I want to say it's that duality, right? Like we can have different thoughts and beliefs or whatever it is, but we can still come together and find a common ground. It doesn't mean that you have to let go of what it is you believe in. We can all still come together with our own ideals and beliefs and values, but we find the common ground. That's what I believe the message is here. So that is it for you, pile one. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that this helped answer the question of what it is that you're not seeing in a situation or in your life right now. I'll see you next time. Hi, pile two, and those of you who chose this card or this very beautiful Lemurian seed crystal, quartz crystal, I believe it is, of the owl. This is your pick a card reading. Let's get started. I'm going to pull live tarot at the end along with another animal spirit card, but right now we're going to do overall energy and the oracles. So overall energy, trine and meditation. Okay, I like where this may be going. I don't know. All right, then we have donkey. We have black bear. We have humpback whale. We have peacock spirit, dolphin, and beaver. Okay. All right, let's come over here to trine. So what we have is angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. I feel we're talking about harmony and perfect flow, and because of the beaver right here and the donkey, two very hard workers, two animals that work very hard, okay? We're talking about something that you're not maybe seeing when it comes to a job, your career, volunteer work you may do. But let's find out what it is exactly that you're not seeing. The other overall energy card is medication, and it is the crown chakra. And the crystal, which is howlite, I have it right here, the one that looks like marble, helps you to connect to your crown chakra. So that's a crystal you could work with, pile two. But meditation, to see more clearly, close your eyes. I'm really feeling the first thing that popped into my head is you're not seeing the toll that your hard work is taking on you. You're not seeing the possibly, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just speaking generally, the effects that it could have on your health possibly, or just your well-being in general. Okay, so I feel like that's what you're not seeing here. I feel like, sorry, I just jumped right from crystal to that, but anyway, that happens sometimes. But I use this crystal when I'm doing channeling or, connecting with spirit for many different reasons. I usually sit with this and rub it in my hands, but rub it with my thumb. But I just wanted to mention that too. I'm going to put it down and then I just sit and rub my thumbs and my fingers together. But anyway, sorry, back to. So basically what's happening here is I feel that what it is that you're not seeing is the toll that it's taking on you, because you just feel that this is normal. You feel, I think because it's always been this way for you, you just feel that it's normal, that this is the way you're supposed to feel, exhausted and overworked and tired. But that's life. That's what work is, If someone complained, for example, about working too hard and someone saying like a parent or a grandparent expect, well, that's what it's supposed to be. If you don't do an honest day's work or a hard day's work, you haven't worked. I feel like that might be how you think. Okay. So what they want you to see is this is not bringing harmony and flow into your life. We have water here. We have dolphin and whale, two beautiful, majestic sea mammals that glide through the water effortlessly would be one way to say it, even with the beaver, another water animal. But what I want to say about the hard work is, and it actually says work here with the beaver, which is quite funny, and that is, beavers are hard little workers. We have the saying, busy as a beaver, right? Donkeys. I just keep thinking of them, and mules, but are them, what do you call them? Not pack, maybe it is pack animals. But anyway, But, they're the ones that, I'm just thinking I see a Western movie here, right? They're the ones that are loaded down with all the stuff and, they've got the bags all, over their backs and they're hauling the heavy burden, right? Yeah, like that's what I feel is coming in. And when I see the black bear, the first thing that came to mind was Winnie the Pooh. And you know how hard Winnie works to get into a jar of honey, right? So I feel that is really the message for you, because these things just keep coming out over and over. And even the peacock, oh my God, I'm going to keep going. It opens up its tail feathers and shakes them all around to attract them. That's hard work. That's a lot of tail feather to be up there shaking around. So I really feel like they really want me to drive this point home. You're working too hard. Okay, that's what you're not seeing. You think that it is just the way it should be, and that's not it at all. So what they're asking you to do, pile 2, let's look at what some of these cards say. One is meditation. Not everyone can everyone can meditate. It's hard for some people. So I suggest, if you can't meditate, just find a quiet space in your home, outdoors preferably, where you can just be with yourself and your thoughts. Even if it's just 3 minutes, increase it to 5 minutes, increase it to 10, and maybe never go over 10, but maybe do it morning and night, or in the morning as you're brushing your teeth, you're going to go into a state of just where you're not thinking, but you're allowing thoughts to come in. Do you understand what I mean? You're not putting the thoughts out there. You're just quieting your mind and allowing whatever it is that needs to come in to come in. Maybe you'll do it as you're sitting on your lunch. Especially during the nice months. I mean, it's winter here right now in Canada. There's not a lot of people, and in different parts of the world, but there's not a lot of people sitting outside necessarily. But maybe when you're outside on your lunch break, you just sit for 5-10 minutes. And again, you just quiet everything down and allow. You don't put the thoughts in your mind. You allow the thoughts to come in. That's your intuition. That's connecting with spirit, with God, source, universe, and allowing your animal spirits, your angels, whomever it is, to come in and give you advice, give you insight. Okay? And we know that the dolphin and the humpback, the whales, not just the humpback, but all very intelligent. All of these animals are. But I just was drawn to these two because we know how intelligent they are. We know how loving and kind and caring they are. We know how sensitive they are. And maybe that's something they want you to kind of meditate and to open up that crown chakra to connect with God's source universe, so that you start using your intuition. Rather than, I think this is what I need to do, all this working hard, okay? You start allowing your intuition to guide you to what it is that you need to do to find that perfect harmony and flow in your life. And I feel right now that you may be in a bit of denial about this and that you're not seeing this. That may be a little bit too woo-woo for you. Like, no, I'm not going to sit and meditate and let divine, send me messages in. I know what it is that I need to do. And that's okay. I always say baby steps, small little things at a time. But what a trine is in astrology is an effortless gift. So I feel, pile 2, that listening to your intuition, you may find, if you give it a shot, will be an effortless gift that you have. You will tap into your intuition and your inspiration and into divine quite easily if you allow yourself to. Okay? It's a choice. Now, here we have keep your heart open no matter what. And you know what I just thought of with this busy life that you're having, you busy little beaver, that it's almost shutting your heart down because you can't find the joy in everything because you're wound up tighter than a clock here. I just feel that. And this message may not be for everyone. You may have to check another pile. But if it's resonating, it's resonating. Okay, these cards come out for a reason, and what's coming into me is coming in for a reason. Oh my God, you guys, I don't read these cards in their entirety. I wait until I look at it and something jumps out at me. Other than that, you know, I'm not blind, but I am always looking for a stronger pair of glasses. Let me put it that way. I probably need a stronger pair of glasses. But awaken my intuition and guide me. And I did not see that until literally right now. Okay? Black Bear, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. That's the important line right there. We also have angelic support over here too. And our animal spirits, they all work together. Animal spirits, spirit guides, angels, your ancestors. And there's a ton of different kinds of spirit guides. I think of readings I love to do are unicorns, and they all have energy. Fairies, mermaids, okay? We have to get out of thinking of them as a cartoon character or a fictional character and believe that in the angelic realm, there are many different types of spirits that can come to us to aid and guide us, to help us, okay? Another important message here for you is music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. And I feel playing an instrument is really popping out here to me, or just listening, because I feel like I said, you're so wound up, you're so tight that you're not even allowing yourself to relax and enjoy listening to music, right? And I also feel like maybe that's something, I don't know why I'm saying on your lunch hour, I just, this so strongly is about work, that, you know, maybe you pop your little earpieces in and you listen to meditative music when you're doing that 10 minutes, or you just listen to the music you love to bring joy back into your life, to keep your heart open. Okay? I really feel like that is the main message here for you. And I just want to say, with the Let It Shine and just the color, all the color here in the cards, like, and I feel like this is nurture yourself, right? The way that Mother Bear is looking at her cub, I just feel like it's nurture yourself through this. You can do it. Baby steps. So you're not going to switch from being I'm going to say a workaholic straight through to, you know, just laying back and, you know, enjoying the world without a care in the world. Probably not going to happen overnight. And that is okay. That is totally okay. But I feel like your spirit and your light is really going to shine once you decompress a bit. Okay, let's pull out some tarot here, see what they have to say. Any further advice, any confirmation, clarification of these cards, more ideas on how you can do this. What do we have here? Animal spirit guides. Let's get us a couple cards here from this deck. The World. Okay, love that. And let's just go here, one more. I'm just going to pull also my panda card. Before I say anything, I mean, it's right here. So just let me pull away the panda. As I always say, we cannot do an animal spirit reading without the way of the panda. All right? Because these pandas are just so darn cute. I can hardly stand it myself. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right, there is absolutely nothing wrong. I'm going to go right here to the Page of Pentacles first, with wanting to be concerned about your material growth when it comes to property, income, your home, all right? And this is clearly important to you, okay, pile 2, and that's all right. And to highlight your career or your finances, and that's okay. But what I think you're also capable of here, pile 2, and for whatever reason, I'm thinking Taurus and Cap, well, just because they're the earth signs, but Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo is, I think you've got, I feel more like Capricorn and Taurus, is that it's okay to want those things. It's okay to feel secure by having those things that this hard work brings you. But you can also use the energy of the Page of Pentacles to approach finding more balance and love and listening to your intuition in a very grounded, methodical way, because I think that will work best for you. And these 2 cards to me are just shouting out, 3 of Cups, celebration. I feel like you're going to have more time to celebrate. See all the birds sitting here? You're going to have more time to spend with friends, to celebrate with friends, but again, just celebrating your life in general. But follow that intuition, okay? And this is the World. It's the end of a cycle in the tarot. This is the end of a cycle for you. Not seeing the toll that this work pattern is taking on you, okay? And this does not mean that you're not a hard worker and you need to stop being a hard worker, because you are. I feel like I'm talking to the Capricorn side here now. Yeah, and the Taurus. I feel you are very dedicated and you want to be dedicated, and so you should be, but you just need to find more of a balance. And by listening and tuning into your intuition, you're going to find that perfect harmony and flow. And this World is here saying you can have everything that you want in the end. Okay? It's also saying this is the end of a cycle. All right, let's pull one more animal oracle card here, pile 2. I love this. It was a bit hard. That was again, a very specific message, so maybe only for a few people, but it also, it was pretty straightforward. They were pretty, I'm not going to lie, the animal spirits here, I believe, I had the little beaver was like, or even the bear was like, this is the way it is. You need to tell it the way it is. This is what is coming through. This is what you need to say. And the message will be heard the way it's meant to be heard. Okay, let's get one more card. We have the frog. Okay, I've seen this card before. I love it. It's like the frog trying to jump onto the moon or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so symbolism, feminine energy, creation. Okay, the frog is a creature of the water and has been associated with new life. You're going to build a new type of life for yourself, okay? So that's something. What else do we have here? The frog has been associated with the moon, which is a feminine symbol. And I want to say moon, 4th house, mothering, nurturing. I said here, the mother nurturing her cub, caring for yourself during this, but it just most importantly, caring for yourself and nurturing yourself, but also 4th house, moon, intuition, okay? Listening and being guided by your gut, by your intuition. Oops, I should put this here with the rest of your pile. So those are your messages, pile 2. I wish you well with your healing. Like I said, not going to happen overnight, but you know that. But you also know that you are capable of doing this, because by the looks of these cards and the message that come out, you are capable of quite a bit. So I know that you will be successful. Okay? Thank you very much, pile 2. I will see you next time. Hi, pile 3, and those of you who chose this card or this very cute elephant, which is a Sera crystal. Okay, this is your pick a card reading. I'm going to pull live tarot at the end along with another oracle, but for right now, we're going to look at overall energy of what it is that you're not seeing in your life, around your life, in a situation. So let's find out what that may be. We have Taurus, we have signs, Okay, so that's overall energy, but let's get the rest of the cards out here. Oh, we have the pig. I think I had the pig in pile 1 was the crystal. Okay, nice. We have coyote. We have meerkat, hummingbird spirit, crocodile, and sea otter. Okay, so what is it, pile 3, that you're not seeing here? With Taurus, it says trust, patience, and sensuality. Now, the word that's popping out to me is trust. We also have signs, and it is I've got to look at this over here. The third eye chakra. A crystal you could work with is lepidolite. I do have one here somewhere. I think it's over on my other table, so I can't grab it readily. What about crystal bracelet? Now they're all over there too, or I'd show it to you. But you could work with that crystal as well. Trust. Okay. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Self-esteem. But what I want to say before I even read any more of these cards, okay, is I'm really just looking at the animals on them. I feel like you're kind of like a coyote here. I don't feel like you're trusting of people, or you feel that people are like coyotes. They're a little sneaky, okay? They're a little sneaky. They're, you know, they can be a little invasive, but sneaky at the same time. In and out like a thief in the night, kind of like the Seven of Swords. That's what a coyote reminds me of. That's what's coming through right now. But I feel that you have a hard time trusting. So now let's get into the rest. Right? Because then the crocodile card is here, pile 3. And, you know, like the crocodiles, they just kind of, you know, they're just under the water. You don't know they're there, but they're there. They're just laying in wait, right? So again, it's kind of that same energy. I feel like, okay, I'm getting it. I feel like what you're not seeing about yourself, or it could be a situation, however this will apply to you, is you're not seeing the signs, maybe one case, of an untrustworthy person or situation in your life. Okay, so that could be for some of you. You're not seeing the little sneaky coyote or the crocodile just under the water. That could be very specific, like I said, for a few of you. Or you're just not trusting in general. Or you're getting signs about something in your life that you should be questioning because it isn't above board, okay? It isn't, it has a sneaky energy to it, and you've been getting the signs, but you haven't been trusting the signs. So that could also be it for some of you. And then these other cards are coming in because, oh my God, I've got to say it. There's nothing happier than a pig in shit, okay? There's that. I mean, I don't know. Look, it came in. It is what it is. And I think of meerkats, and I think of sea otters, and we know just how happy they are as little animals and creatures, right? It says, get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. So maybe this is a message that you have some trusted friends, or you have a group of friends that you trust, or a friend or two that you really trust, and maybe you need to go talk to them about this. All right. I feel like that could be a message in there. I also feel like with the sea otters, I mean, there is nothing cuter than the little sea otters. And you know, you've seen that meme, those pictures of the little sea otters cuddled up together floating, right? Come on, those are the pictures that I screenshot. I don't know why, because I think they're cute. And when I want to be happy, I go back and I look at them. But I just feel, right, like there's nothing happier than a little group of sea otters. There's still, what was going to come out was there's still a group, there's still a family. They stick together. So do meerkats. So do coyotes. Pigs are just happy to be there, okay? And hummingbird, not quite coming into that yet, but we'll see where this is going to go. So maybe this trust or this situation has to do with a group of people. That's why I'm seeing this as groups. Or it could be telling you, I feel like this is a two-sided, okay? I'm going to keep going back and forth. It's like one of those TV shows, you know, you're watching here. The next thing you know, you flipped ahead or you've gone back to here. That's how this pile is going to be. I feel like you either need to go to a group for support because of this sneaky situation and talk to them about the signs you're getting and getting their input, or you're getting signs about a group that isn't above board, okay? And I feel like you're just a little pig who just wants to be happy. You don't want to be dealing with trust issues or feelings like, I don't know, someone's going to run away with something. But the important thing here is the animal spirits are saying to you, we're sending you signs, God, source, universe, your animal spirits, we're sending you signs. We need you to trust them. Okay, so like almost, okay, now it's turning into a threefold. Okay, so you need to trust your instincts, trust the messages that you're getting. This may be a trust situation within a group. You're not feeling like it's above board, or you need to go to your group of people and discuss whatever your situation is to go over the signs that you're getting to, you know, basically we all do it. We go to our friends and say, I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy, right? That I'm seeing this correctly, right? I feel like that's what you need to do. And that's what you're not seeing. You're kind of feeling, I feel right now like you're alone in this, and you don't have to be alone, right? There's lots of pigs in the pig pen. Now, the hummingbird spirit, how is this tying in? Oh, it may just be the number. That's what's coming to me first. 3 and 4 is a 7, which is choices. So I feel like there's going to be choices that need to be made around this. Yes. But wisdom, which brings us back to trusting the signs or believing what your friends, the advice they're going to have for you, or having the wisdom to know that there is something sneaky going on behind the scenes in a situation or with a group of people. All right. It's really like the 7 can also be about assessing things, right? Kind of watching it, assessing it. So maybe that's something that you're not seeing. You have to pay more attention to something. Now, I want to read what the coyote... Oh my God. Okay, remember I said I don't want to read this, I don't want to read this, and I really don't until I'm drawn to it. Revealer of truth. This is what we're talking about, trusting. You want to know the truth of the situation. Okay, it says, don't take things too seriously, make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. That is the line right there. Revealer of truth. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. I really feel, pile 3, that there's something that's happening with trust issues here, or deception, or what did it say? The traps and tricks of life. And it's either happening within a group, you need to go to your group. But with Taurus, because this card has come up, I want to say, we have rose, rose, rose here on the heart of the, and I feel like that's the heart of the pig. Normally the blue would say throat chakra, but I don't think so. I think this is something that's very personal to you. This is something that you care about a lot. Okay. This isn't just some, frivolous situation. Okay. This is something that Maybe it's making you question and not trust your own self-esteem, or for you to have your own self-esteem or self-worth. I'm not sure, but it's something maybe in that line. But I also like that there's sun around the back of that pig, which means everything's going to be okay. Oh, and maybe that's it, to be here and now. This situation requires you to be alert. Well, it says look out for, right? So you need to be alert. You need to be in the here and now. You can't be off in la la land when you're around this situation. Okay, I'm going to go straight to the tarot now because I feel like, whoops, that is, that's the main part of the message, is that you need to trust. Trust your signs, trust your intuition, look out for the traps and the tricks, whether it's around a group of people. You know, there's something just dangerous just under the water. Not dangerous in a bad way, but you understand here with the crocodile. That can be dangerous to a small animal on shore. The crocodile's waiting to jump up, grab it, chomp it in its big teeth. I mean, that's a dangerous situation. So, yeah. Or do you need to go to a group of friends and talk it over? Okay, well, we have 3 cards that popped over, so let's take them all because I feel they popped over for a reason. Oh my heavens. We have the 4 of Cups and there's a rat, right? Ugh. There's just something untrustworthy about something. You're going to know what this is. Please tell me in the, if you want to share. I just feel like this is so, like, it doesn't feel like it's something horribly bad, like anybody's going to be hurt. Nothing like that. It's just, you need to be on your toes here. Okay? Like something's being offered to you, you should be turning away from it. You know, in the regular tarot, you know, it's kind of the person ignoring what's being offered in the other cup. Yes, ignore that, okay? Because there's a rat here somehow. And then we had, what was this? 9 of Swords. You're feeling, I mean, this is taking a toll on you. I said it's very personal to you, okay? It's very personal, and it's taking a toll, and it's causing you some real anguish here. And maybe that's why you need to reach out to a group of friends, okay? And last card we have is the 9 of Cups. Okay, I like that because you will, with the 9 of Cups, remember I said back here, the only thing that was really coming out about Hummingbird was making, you know, choices, assessing something. I feel that you've graduated here from a 7 to a 9, and it's the 9 of Cups, which is like a, you know, wish fulfillment. You've made a choice and you're getting what you want. So I don't feel, pardon me, I don't feel like you are going to fall into the trap or the trick. I feel like this is a huge learning lesson for you somehow. And it's taking place, again, it's something that's very, it's something you love. It's something very close to you or around you. That's the only way I can describe it. Let's get away of the Panda card here and kind of, the other piles, I only did 3 cards, but 3 come out here. And I want to tell you, I'm feeling for you that this is taking its toll on you, but know that you have a group of friends that you and your God source universe, your animal spirits, every animal in this card, whether in this case being portrayed as the goodie or the baddie, is here to help you, okay? So you can call on them. Call on the coyote to help show you who the trickster is. Call on the crocodile to help show you who that person is that's just barely under the water enough to cover them, okay? Ask your friends and your groups. Here are the otters and the meerkats. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this. 10 of Pentacles again, right? We went straight up now from a 9. I know it's Cups to Pentacles, doesn't matter. In the end, it's the same Same idea. Look, this is a group of people working together. This is a group of people abundantly getting what it is that they need, okay? I feel like this could be you and your friends, all right? But there will be success. Again, there will be success. You are going to not fall prey to the trickster. That's how I want to say it. You are going to come out. You're going to come out on top. All of these little sneaky crocodiles and coyotes and rats that are hovering around. The pandas are going to take care of them. Okay, let's get one last oracle card here, pile 3. I'm sorry if you're going through a bad situation. I'm not making light of it. I just, you know, if this is resonating with you, I want you to know that you have all of these animal spirits to call upon, as well as God, Source, Universe, whomever it is you go to for your source of power and guidance. And to know that in the end, it's going to be okay. All right. Let's get one more card. We have the dog. Oh, the first thing before I even read anything is just rely on your loyal pals, okay? Your dog, man's best friend. Rely on your loyal pals. And what does this say? Devotion, protection, service. They're there to help you and protect you through this, okay? They are the domesticated companions and servants of humans. Okay, so that's basically what it's saying. And they are loyal, and those are your friends, okay, that are going to help you through this. They're going to be your loyal, dedicated, devoted companions and friends through this. So lean on them, and they will help protect and guide you as well. Okay, as well as your animal spirits. Maybe you have a dog that is passed over, and that dog is going to be your loyal animal spirit. I don't know. It will be different for all of you. But I just wish you all the best with this pile 3. But I hope that helped you to see what it is that maybe you're not seeing or aware of in your life right now. Thank you.